So the purpose of this video is to provide an overview of CRS. CRS is a cloud-based platform that is designed for National Employment Councils of Zimbabwe. And so what happens is that when you've been provided with the necessary links and the setups are done, you are able to access the platform via the web. You provide your username and your password, and you also enter the security validation code. So this is the environment. On your left, you have your menu with your different options that you can choose from. You also have a menu on the top that you also have different options that you can choose from. If you would like to exit from the system, you are able to click on the top right corner and have the exit option or log out. You're also able to modify or change your password at any given time if you think that there is a need for that. The current program, whatever it may be, is highlighted here on the top. Like in this case, this is an account statement where we are able to select and view different options with regards to generating an account statement. So the system is designed in a modular approach where each separated unit serves a specific function. So we've got the setup module, case management, agent management, inquiries, collective bargaining, training materials, accounting interface, access control. We also have contributions and reporting. And these are the two options are just to change password as well as to log out quick access. So under the setup, this is where the organization that is using the system is able to set up their information. This information is sent out as part of reporting in terms of the headers on the reports as well as the letterhead. You also have company status. By company status, we are referring here to whether a company has been frozen or deactivated, which sometimes does happen in the industry. So the system keeps a trail of any deactivations or as well as activations that have been done in the system and by whom they were done. We also have member management. A member is basically an institution or a company that is using the system. So any company organization that is using the system, they are considered to be a member. That is, those that are affiliated with the National Employment Council. So the system automatically generates the organization's code. You have to enter the details, including their name, their address, and the like. Through this, you are able to add or modify, as well as even extract information in another format as need may be, based on the menu options that you have here. You're also able to print. If the information already exists in a separate system, for instance, you are able to use this option, which is the import option, so that the information can be taken on into the existing system. So full member management. You also have grade management. If you have grading within the particular industry, you are able to set up different grading where you specify the grade as well as the trade, the minimum wage, as well as the employee or percentage, as well as the company contribution rate that will then be applied when the system is generating contributions due for that particular organization or institution at employee level. You also have employee management. Under employee management, we're able to add different employees that belong to an affiliated member, and you're able to get details of that employee, including their name, their ID numbers, their grade, their gender, whether they are active or inactive, as you would with the company. You're also able to deactivate and activate employees. So all employee management is catered for or handled here. You also have interest rate details. In the event that late payments will be attracting interest, you are able to define or set interest rates as well as the effective date, so that when a payment is being applied or when dues are being applied, the system is able to include the interest. You also have NEC salary rates. So salary rates enable defining or setting up of rates with an effective date. This part of the system allows for the importation of salaries that are collected from the employer side. So it's a different way of computing contributions due. Instead of using the grade details, which is an option, you are able to also choose to have a salary rate set where the salaries are imported, and whatever rates on the employee and employer side are set are the ones that are used when we're generating contributions due for any particular company or organization affiliated. So that's what's catered for or handled under the setup module. The module also allows for when it comes to salary rates confirmation of whatever has been added, as well as approval. So that's catered for there. You also have case management. You are able to define status of cases. These are cases that are being handled by the organization in terms of arbitration. You are able to attach information associated with the case, such as document types that may be associated, as well as a case type. So each case will have a status. It can have the date in which at which the case was started, to have a reference, and then it will have the other details or information that may be pertinent. So most of the information is then attached in the form of documentation that is associated with the particular case. So you're able to keep a record of all arbitration cases handled by the organization. You also have agent management, where the system facilitates for adding of agents, as well as adding of agent reports. In case when they go out, they collect different information, they're able to indicate if it was associated with a particular member and the like. So any agent activities, you're also able to keep a track or log of that in the system. You have your inquiries module. In its simplest form, the inquiries module allows us to make quick inquiries on either particular employees, overdue payments, or companies that are active as well as deactivated within the system. The system has a collective bargaining module where it facilitates for the adding of any collective bargaining that has been done. It also includes the status of the issue, whether it has been is still pending or it's closed, and you are able to also attach to any collective bargaining happening, any proposals that were put through, and you're also able to add relevant information such as the proposal. You're able to attach it. You're able to indicate also those who voted for as well as against, as well as if the resolution was passed or it's still pending. So a collective bargaining issue can have multiple proposals associated or attached to it. You also have training materials. As you would know, employers, in some cases, due to changes in the laws of the country, you may need to provide employers with information pertaining to the changes that have been done in terms of laws and what that implies for them. So you're able to add training materials within the system, and once you've added, you have an option also to send out that information automatically by email. So you're able to attach any information with regards to any changes that have been done or any information that is relevant. The system also has an accounting interface. By accounting interface, we are looking at a module where we're able to pull out or extract information in terms of primarily at the moment invoices as well as receipting that can then be imported into an accounting package such as Pastel. So the system facilitates for that and allows for the pulling out or extraction of information that has been posted, thereby avoiding duplicate entries or bookings to be done. So you have a single point of capturing information, and you are able to interface and integrate with other systems minimize any human error. The contribution module is where calculations are done. You're also able to book your receipting. You're also able to process what we talked about earlier, which is the importation of salaries. So any contributions are calculated based on a particular period, and the system will take for the active companies as well as active employees under that company, and then it will compute contributions due, which can be sent to the client. This is where we also book receipts whenever payments are made. So the reports section contains customized reports to extract information that is across the system. You've got your active companies that are active, including the number of employees underneath those companies. You have your outstanding summary reports, contributions received. All these reports are accessible. You're able to input parameters such as for filtering, such as the year, period, including the organization. So these are reports that can be customized to specific needs and facilitate for the organization to be able to quickly track positions that that are currently based on the information that has been input across the system. So for example, here we are able to see for the period of May, the company or the member and the contributions in total. If there's any interest due, that was also included in the computation, that is also reflected, and whatever is outstanding. So all these are generated under the reporting section. If the users would like to change their password at any kind, they can do that. You are also able to toggle between dark mode and light mode for preferences in terms of the displaying of the information. So this is in summary an overview of what CRS does and what it can assist an organization with.